Music is from NCS 24/7. It's called Better Off by Wandan /Tag. And welcome. Welcome. Let's see now. What have we got? Let's have a stream. Dungeon level generation. Okay. I think that says it all. Woo! That didn't work quite well. Let's have a live screen instead. There we go. Not bad, eh? I like that music. That was quite good. Right. What do we got here? Oh. The title screen. For coding. Dungeon generation, eh? What's the world coming to when we need to generate dungeons? Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay. There we go, disabled in games, so I can now see the chat. Lovely, the little game that comes up in the window. It's fantastic, I like playing it. Not too bad, the stone cold man. I'm a bit stone cold myself this morning. I had a full can of very dark liquid, which took me some time, put it that way, to drink. So I had a full 500 millilitres, and I don't drink. It was like, but it did answer the question that I was trying to answer at the end of yesterday's video. Did anybody get the answer? No, yeah, okay. Ah, well, let's get a timestamp up. There we go, 12:38. I think I got the answer. I got an answer. I had, I think it was about 4 or 5 choices on how to do this. And as I was thinking through it, I remembered something about one of the articles about the original Rogue game. And that they changed the name of one of the monsters. The K for Kestrel was originally a kobold from D&D. And because they were frightened about getting sued, as the story goes, and by Gary Gygax, which then made me realise, oh, want to become famous? Well, hey, too late, mate. I already am. I'm chatting with one of the most famous people in the world right now. The Stone Cold Man. Sorry, you're too late there. Who are you? Pemme 8QT. 8Q2. Yeah, get a better name as well, bot. On with the story of last night. Well, it goes something like this. Hold on a minute, it's Dungeons and Dragons. Well, Dungeons & Dragons has Wandering Monsters, which is done every 10 minutes on a 1d6. Result of 1 to 2 equals a Wandering Monster. How long is a turn in this game? Good question. Not sure. Yet. What about placement of monsters in rooms? Well, if you can't see the rooms, why place the monsters? This is procedurally generated. Monsters in rooms equals 1d6. Let's see if I can remember the rules. I've got the rules here somewhere for D&D. If anybody's got a rule set for D&D, could you please check this, because I haven't. I'm going off memory. Right, so you check for treasure. If treasure, then add monster 1 to 5 on a d6. Else 1 to 2 on a d6. Wandering monsters every 20 turns I'm going to go for at the moment, because I haven't got a final figure. I just made one up. 1d6, result of 1 or 2 gets a wandering monster. This can all be done procedurally, which means created on the fly. We don't need to know how many monsters are on the level at the start when the character arrives there. That's a waste of memory. They may never see them all. What's the point? Treasure type, treasure location, monster true false, monster position, add to tracking if seen. Okay, that's the notes I came up with. We are going to set maximum monsters and maximum items per level. Because of memory requirements in the old days, they were set. So they didn't run out of memory. I don't know why I'm coming to this file, because I'll be soon moving out of it. Okay. So what about all these stats? Well, here's an interesting idea. What would happen if we added to our ECS a component called monster stats, and we could have 26 of them? That looked a bit like that. We could also give that to our player as well. And I think that's where we're going to start today, because we have now populated the level. Literally, there is nothing to do. Let's see, that's going to be this last thingy, isn't it? Monster component data, yeah. Just a monster ID. Should do us. Yeah, I think we can do this. Then we have monsters add wandering. The to-do that we're on today, initialize a new dungeon level. This can all be done in the game objects, is what I came up with. And I've just answered all the questions. Wow. What else have we got here? Load monster models, which we need. That is... Oh, right, yes, it has colour in it, doesn't it? Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I'm alright with that. Initialize models. Blah, blah, blah. Load monster model. Right, so this is our initializer. Monster initialize models. I believe we're calling that in main. Or in game objects. Yep, we're calling it in game objects. So under object initialize, we initialize all the monster models. We found out that that worked. We can create the player. We can now have an extra one. We're going to add an extra one. Add combat stats. Did we not take combat stats out? No, model component was taken out. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. All right. Take that bit out, that's no longer needed. And all it does is model load. Alright, so we don't need index at all on that line. What we're going to do about colour? Did we change it? Yeah, we did. We changed it. Oh, that's fine. Colour. Well, yeah, the colours worked out okay, if I remember rightly. Okay. At least I can read it. No, I don't mind the bots. It's alright. We all know the bots. We all know what they're up to. They're all being idiots. Well, that's their problem, not ours. There have to be idiots in this world, otherwise there wouldn't be anybody to be brainy or clever. There'd be no comparison. You need deviation from the average to get deviance. That's an old saying. Alright, we've still got these monster levels that we haven't really bothered about. We've got the wandering monsters, but we haven't given back non-wandering monsters or room monsters. So we need another wandering monsters thingy. Yeah. So what can we call it? What have we got here? Char monsters add to room. And that's just going to be an I8 dungeon level. We know that because we've already done the code. So let's do that one. Oh God, this is all a mess now in here, isn't it? We'll leave that for a second. Muppet, are you alright out there? Sounds a bit sneezy. Just copy the code, Stuffy, I don't care. It's a prototype. And instead of our wandering monster, we just want monster levels. That's it. La 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 la. Just wondering if we needed a thingy at the end. Oh no, we don't. Interesting. This is in C. 22 plus 5 is 27. Minus 1 is 26. We start at 0. We only want up to 25. That's a problem with the original code. There we go. Otherwise, we're going to go outside of the array. So we have to take 2 off at 27 to get back inside the array. The array only goes up to 25. Or we reduce that. A d6 minus 5, and we've got a plus 5. Oh, it'll work. Oh. No, my bad. I know what it is. Our arrays are wrong. It's that little baby there that's doing it. Okay. It's got a while, it's that while loop. That's better. That's a lot better. I'll use the extra byte of memory instead of messing up the leveling thing. Probabilities. That's what you call it. Those are the original probabilities from the original game, and I don't want to mess them up. I know because I've seen the code for it. Yeah, that was fun. Initialize new dungeon level. Okay, let's go and do that then. What that is saying is all we have to do is return a monster when requested. Yeah. That's wrong. It's generate a new monster as required is the correct answer. How many equals how many have been seen. So monsters added equals 0 was correct. Thank you. I actually got the right number. Hello, Pudding. Good afternoon to you too. Yes. No point in meowing at me, you got no food. Until tonight anyway. We'll cut you. You're not going there anymore. That's going to game objects, and it's going to go anywhere we want really. What have we got down the bottom here? Oh, lots and lots of data. That's always nice to see. Looks like this is our data area, so we're in the right place. Interesting. So that can go there. So that becomes objects. Objects for new level, no. Objects. That's update. Isn't it? So really add and remove objects from LOS. Line of sight. Put it in properly. It's not hard to do. There we go. That's the answer. Excellent. So that's in the line of sight rules. Really? Or will entail the line of sight rules. All of this lot. Right. That's you lot done. Data goes in the monsters. So back up the top here, back up at initialize, all of this stuff is now nothing. This isn't to do, you don't initialize a new dungeon level here. All you need is a map and a number of rooms, and that's the new dungeon level initialized. We've already got that, we've already done it. That to do is irrelevant because you don't know what's in. There's no point in putting anything in the dungeon until it's there. Sorry. Got. Thank you. You're dead. You're in monsters now. That's an interesting line. It's where I started all this from. Okay, when you open a door, so alright, yes, we do need to do that. No, we don't. We just need to initialize a new level. Okay, all of this is coming out. None of this is useful to us at all. If we can't see it, it's not there. So cut that. Yeah, that goes down to bottom here. Objects update. This is objects update. This lot is to do, add room contents when door is opened. We haven't got doors yet. Something I did think about was rings again. I couldn't decide what the character was for it, so I'm going to use that one, I think. Not sure. Nope. 61. It makes more sense because those are all lined up then. Yeah, alright. For now, because I can't remember what a ring is. I need to play the game again. I was playing it this morning, but I forgot to look for rings because I'm a numpty. Right, so I've got a component to add. So I think we'll start there. Yeah, we'll start there. It's 26. Right, so we'll need a 0. We can have a default. That'll work perfectly. Yeah, got it all sorted now. So let's go and see what this looks like. Our lovely thing. It's in Monsters because that's where I left it. And we're going to put it into the ECS system. Right. Yes, this is going to work lovely. I like that idea, and I like that idea. Monster component data. What are we going to call it? Here it is. If you notice, yeah, it's all in here. Defense against magic, defense against melee, special attacks, of course. And that's a copy. Can't delete it yet. And this goes in common. If you're wondering why I've decided to move it to objects, I'll show you before we do this. So this is our ECS. We are going to make a new struct after combat stats. Here. I'll show you why I decided upon this. Tools. And this is why you need tools. To help you make these kind of decisions. So if I open this project, compile ourselves a set of documents or documentation. I think I haven't got it up, have I? There we go. Let's just have a look at our file list. Main. Here we go. So here in main, we have this lovely oval going on. But what you're looking for is the crossover of lines. Okay. So we were doing monster. And when you look at it, objects, goes to monster. Nobody else does. So I may as well do it in objects. Because the objects do the loading. And use vectors. Oh, beautiful. So that means we've also got vectors in game object. That's even better. Because that's what I want to use. Yeah, I think that's what I want to use. But then we've got more things coming through the objects. We've got to be careful. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. So it's actually matching up quite nicely. Window don't need to do anything with. Floor tile we don't need to do anything with. That was an experiment that went well. Damage system and combat system comes through from the main loop and takes information from game objects. Monsters, you dice, yeah. Dungeon and map. What I would like to really do is move that arrow there. I am thinking of that's the weakest link in the chains. As you can see, there's a squiggle going on here. It's going a bit bendy. I think these two need to line up. So if it's coming from main, the next obvious place is the loop. And that's where we do want it, because it's going to have to be in there anyway, so we can create a new dungeon level. Otherwise we can't do it. And all of this is a waste of time. So yeah, that's moving. That is going to be definitely moving because of the way we've designed it. So that's why I am now making a new game object ECS item. Or decided upon that route. ECS doesn't need to have everything, you know. Only needs the bits that we need to describe an object. So this is comp, monster stats. Health. There we go. Now comp count is going to come into play now, because I haven't been using it. We are going to call this, how's about monster stats? Ah, bless. So it's type def, struct, space. Don't know why I don't put my spaces in. Anyway. Do they need to be any kind of order? I don't think monster stats is correct. This is combat stats. No, monster stats. There we go. Do they need to be any kind of order? That's a U32. No, not really. That's just a char. Actually, I don't like that. I don't like that. Char. We'll start here. Char. Name. Maximum length, 16 characters. Oh, that didn't work. Must have pressed the wrong thing. Char. Name. 16 characters in length. Maximum. That'll do. Next is health status. Copy of a primary stat. There we go. Yeah. Because the monsters aren't going to have primary stats. Yeah, I know. You're thinking of what we're going to do about combat. I'll show you. It's quite funny. Treasure, U8. Okay. I'm not sure what to do about that. We'll think about it as we go. Don't think about it now. U32 AI to use. AI to use. I always put AI in capitals, sorry. Then we've got will, which is a secondary stat. Yep. What we got next? Base speed, which is afloat. There we go. XP. I. It's the reason it's for later. It's not for this dungeon. I32 is XP value. No. Normal XP. I'm going to say normal because normalized means once. Or one. Normal means a unit or unit XP. I could call it unit. Yeah, unit sounds better because that means one. Yeah. HP. We might have a couple here. Yeah, we do. It's 2. We don't need the cost. So hit points max, hit point current. Makes that easy. Damage resistance is there. You see how I'm collecting it out of all the other ones as much as possible. A big reason for it, obviously. Dodge and to hit. Dodge we've got. Now to hit. Depends on what you are using. So this is an interesting one that we haven't added before because we've never needed to. And it's going to be... It can't be an I, it's got to be a U. We've got an 8 up there. Let's match up that 8. So U8. Oh god, what does U8 go up to? What's the max number? My brain's gone today. It is Sunday, I bet. Max value of unsigned integer 8 bytes. $128. I think that's enough. U8 will do us nicely. Alright. So what was that? U8 attack skill. Is the actual thing that I'm after. Yep. Special attack is a special attack. What have we got so far? We've got 2 U8s. Okay, we'll go with another U8 and see if we can get this all. No, 2 is 16, isn't it? Let's see if we can get another one in. U8 special underscore attack. No. That's not good enough. Sorry. Type def. Enum. And this one is called special attack. Defaults to special. Oh god, I've done it all wrong again. So special under attack, special attack, none. Equals 0, comma, special attack. I always put the count in, by the way, if you're wondering. Special attack, because they all get used in the final code, funnily enough. So you may as well put them in whilst we're here. Right, that'll do. Because I don't know what they are. I haven't got the information here. That's special. Let's see if it'll come up for me now. Should do. Where am I? Here. Oh, S. Haven't done it wrong, have I? No. Okay, it'll work. Nothing to worry about, honest. There it is. And we'll call it special attack. There we go. That's that one sorted. Damage type and damage. I-32s. No idea why. Well, damage type can't be an I-32. Damage type is a U8 again. How do we notate damage? It's as a modifier, isn't it? On strength. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. There's something we haven't got, and that's determining how to work this out. So I'm just going to put a damage in for now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll make it another U8. Damage. We'll just call it damage for now, but I'm a bit iffy about that. On how we're going to handle it. I'm not sure how we're handling it completely as we go. Don't think we are. Range, damage, and combat shock. So that's damage underscore melee. This is the first time we have seen 6, 7 damage underscore range. That's the first time I've seen that one. Shock is an I-32. You person, you. Never mind. I haven't been through them all to minimize them, so yeah. That'll do. As a starter, that's the list I had made up this morning. Sat here staring at the screen trying to think of things. So there we go. Delete. Okay. We could really do with special attack. I'm just wondering whether to put damage type as a special. And I think we should, because if I remember rightly, when we were doing this, we were talking about poison can go in here. things like that. So I think that's just a damage type. To be quite honest with you, the special. Yeah, I don't think we need a separate category. To be honest with you. Yeah, that'll do. You're allowed 2 damage types. You're allowed as many as you want. So specials can go. Just cuts down on the number of updates I have to do to different areas. Right, okay. That's worked out nicely. So now we have that component. We can make a thing out of it. Under components in objects. I'm just wondering whether to flush this data out to somewhere else. In fact, I probably will. Yes, we will. We'll be moving this lot. I don't want data in here. Not this much. It's getting too much. So that's what we will do. Yeah. Okay, so here. Monster stats. And what we have to do now is decide on something very constructive. Is the player a monster? Well, there are plenty of arguments that players are monsters and people are monsters. So yes, the player is a monster. So the player can have monster stats, can't they? That's going to make combat a bit easier, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, we can start here. Doesn't really matter where I start. Okay. Oops. Monster. Monster. Monster, 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 monster. It's now going to complain. Sorry, my bad. That's wrong. Right, let's do this properly. It's that one there, please. So, I am actually going to say stats on this one. I'm not abbreviating this time. Do the malloc. And do the rest at the top. Static. Monster stats. We will call them... I see what I've done. Whoops. Monster. I will go back on my word there. Stats. Max. Entities. Okay. That was my bad there. Alright, so yeah. So everywhere it says combat, we put monster. Combat. Combat. I didn't put object ID in. Am I a muppet or what? First thing you put in every single ECS item. I don't know why I'm doing this. That's just a list, isn't it? Okay. Why didn't I put the object ID in? Right, that's okay. La 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 la. And I should have that line at the beginning of every single component. The first thing that you do. That. Control save, Control Shift N, go back to game. Let's fill this in. Right, we are filling it in with the following. Monster. Copy. That's your ID, so the next one is name. Good. Yeah. Name will equal something. As... no, we're not going to have defaults here. That's going to be more interesting. Right, just change all of these over. I've got a red marker on that one. Yep, good. Just wanted to make sure I had a mistake somewhere so I can find it easier. I suppose I could put a red dot in the margin on the left, but then I'd forget to take it off, wouldn't I? Ah, damn it. That's all I need. So as you can see, we're down to the point where we just need data again. So to do data. To do colon monster data with 0 equal to default player. And that's one of the tricks we're going to use. No, I'll take this off then for now. It's not an error to do that in C, but we do need to fill it in, to be honest with you. Right, so we need the monster data. We are going to get that from the monster file, obviously. But what we are going to do is add that to every single critter in the initialization part up here. So as we can see, what we've got initializing here now, create the player. We've got all of that lot. Create the test monster. All of that lot's out of sync. That's incorrect now. We've decided on how we're going to do the ECS. So it's a loop. What do we do about position? Nothing. We've already got all the models, haven't we? Yeah, monster initialize models. All we need to do then is a loop from 64 to something, as we did there in the monster initialization. $64 to that, yeah. There we go. Add player. Delete that word now. File path has got nothing to do with it anymore. We've got all the models. Thank you. You can go. And all we're going to do now is semicolon. Ah, that's a good point. I don't know which room. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're not adding them to a room, so don't do position. Dar. Can't add position at this point. So position's off the board, as we've decided. We don't need to know at this point. We only need to know as soon as we've worked out what line of sight we've got, if you can see a monster or not. So you go. You're not needed. We've decided we're not going to be doing primaries or secondaries or even combat stats. And that means all we're going to be doing is monster stats. Yep. That made it a lot easier, didn't it? That's ECS for you. Index. which I set to a U8. What's wrong with you? Oh, yeah. I know what's wrong with you. What have we got here? There's no return on it. That's correct. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. There we go. That's you done. That's you done. That's you done. Wasn't it easy? So ECS just made that into a one-liner for creating the monsters, because we haven't placed them anywhere yet. We haven't really placed the player at this point either. But I have. And it's random. I don't know where that room's going to be. So it's a random room as far as I'm concerned. That's okay with me. I'm happy about that. No monsters will be placed at this point in time. So we've got everything, except for the data. So how are we going to get the data? Let's see now. So we need two things. Or, how many of these are there? Or, we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 functions. We could have a single function that gives a single piece of data. Or we could have two functions that give, one gives name and the other one gives everything else. I think I prefer the simplest method, which is or we can construct a single. But then we'd have a copy of no. I want values. I want returned values for everything. I'm going to go with individual things. Why not? I don't know why not. So there you go. That was a decision and a half, wasn't it? Oh dear. So back to monsters. Header. We've got a monsters cleanup. Got an initialization. Oh, there is no cleanup. Because of the way we're doing it. Sorry. That is so funny. Okay. So, we'll just go through all of these and break them in. Oops. No, I'm not doing too well at this, so I'm going to slow down and do it properly. So it's void, monster name, It isn't monster, it's monsters. Capital M, S, and then it's an underscore. Then it's a capital N. I don't know where my cursor is. And then it's a bracket. And it's an I32 monster ID. Alright. Let's do them properly. May as well set them all up properly whilst we're here. But it's obvious what I'm doing. Again, it's always obvious what I'm doing. Some people will say making a mess, but hold on a minute. How big is the program? Think about it. I bet we haven't broken 50k yet. Treasure, I can have a capital T for that. I32 monster underscore ID. Don't actually know why I put that space in there. But hey ho. Control V. Oh, lost it. Is this something you should do? You should copy? Most certainly not. It's bad code all round, I would have thought. Or is it? Is this faster than using a database? Yes. Is it bad code? What do you mean by bad code? As soon as somebody defines that for me. Code that doesn't have a purpose is bad code, I would guess. Well, considering we need data, this has a very big central purpose. It's a data store. How would you do it in a database? Probably something like this with the tables, wouldn't you? You'd probably have all these tables with all the stats in for each monster. So what have I done? Have I just made a database in memory? Well, it's data and it's based in memory, so yes, I have. Haven't I? And that's that then. I'm just trying to work this out now. Those are all the database entries that we want to get hold of. Monster component data. I think this gets replaced. By that lot. Just do that. Take that out. Cut. Thank you. That's done. I'm not deleting it. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'm certainly not deleting that. Because it's got a great big table in it that I'm going to need in any second. Actually, I think I might alter that to initialize data. Yeah, I think we might. Right, so we've got all of this lot. And of course we'll need it up here as well. Ah. Come here, you lot. Stop messing me about. We need the data. And the data is going to be here. So it's going to be static. And that's going to be char. And that's just going to be 16, isn't it? So that's your template. I don't know all the types off by heart. Alright, doesn't matter. This is all it'll do. The standard default type is int. So we can change it from there as we go. Damn it. Oh right, these are supposed to be lowercase, aren't they? Oops. That's why we've got difficulties. Sorry. Actually, it's that lot. Yep. Hmm. Done. And that's that. Static means they can't go outside of this file. And we have 27 of them. Zero to 26, that is correct. There we go. Magic number. It's one for each letter of the alphabet and one for the player. Isn't that cute? Not sure about this one. Yeah, that'll do. It'll work. So, can you guess what we're going to do down here? Char health status U8. So that's going to be Char. That's going to be a health status. That's going to be a U8 because I've been stupid and put void on everything like an idiot. Monster AI. U32, I32 float. That's U32. I32. No. Because that's a float. Why is it different? Oh, we've got Will in there. What happened to Will? I'm not sure. And that's an I32, monster ID. At least it gets checked, double checked, doing it this way, the slowest way possible. So Will is now involved, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I32s. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 I32s, followed by U8 damage types. Oops, don't do that. So it's not as bad as it looks. Damage type, yeah. Then we have at the end U8, U8, I32. Fantastic. Correct this lot, because I really uggered it up. And let's set them all up. It didn't put me another bracket in, why not? Something weird. Okay. Get rid of, put in bracket. Okay. Okay. Weird. Oh, yikes. Even weirder. I think it's uncertain about what I'm doing, which is fine. I'm uncertain about what I'm doing as well. Poor thing. I think my IDE has just met its maker. Me. Ah, dear. May as well complete these actually today. I think I'm going to complete all of these functions and then we'll set up the data, and I'll do the data off stream. I think that's only fair because I want to get on with the... I'm trying to get past the data, and unfortunately we're at the stage of this game where without the data we can't do it. It's just unfortunate that we're at the stage of the game where we're just going to need it. And luckily, we've got all the models and all the graphics done. Literally, all the graphics is now done. So, not really much else to do. Did I put in... Oh, I haven't got... No, sorry, I haven't got all the graphics. I haven't got the graphics for items, traps, and stairs. So I've still got to do those, which won't take me long now. I've got Blender set up so it'll do them very easily. But yeah, I'm glad I did it this way. I'm never certain whether this is the correct way you should do it or not, because some people say, oh, functional programming, this, that and the other. And I totally agree with them. I mean, it's how I started. So I can't disagree with them. And functional programming in F# is fantastic. I love it. I love it to bits. I just wish more people would use it. Okay, looking good. Combat data. Let's get this one set up now. I've still got one of these here, some for God knows what reason, so can't do that. That's better. Cut. Now decided what we're doing. This file isn't that long, considering. Goes here. Alright. It's a void. And it's an initializer. So it should be initialized. Get rid of that. Lovely. I'm going to leave that as a block for now. Alright, that's just a note. Yeah, I think we're there. Yeah, so let's see if we can do this. it will be... We can do initializers. Oh my god. Oh, this is fantastic. I've set it up in such a way that we can do initializers. Holy moly. Why haven't I got a doobry there? Oh, because I haven't set it up. Do that, and that. We can do initializers. I think. Can we? Let's find out. Alright, so what I would like to do is that. You won't let me do it that way either. Oh my god, you'll let me do it that way? Yeah? Fantastic, we can do initializers. Holy name of Jesus Christ. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that. And that gives us an error. Oh, damn you. Which one is it? Come on. Monster name's going to be difficult, is it? It should just be that. Bollocks to it. I'll do direct initializers, sod it. What have we got here? Sorry, I don't see the point in not doing direct initializers for this, because it's data. It's data entry. So I'm struggling to find a reason not to do it directly into memory. You see, it's completely legal. Do these have to be in quotes? I think they do. H-I-J-K. Yeah, it's starting to be annoyed at me now. L. M. N. O. P. Q. R. S. T. U. V. W. X. Y. And Z. Now I told it my intention. So what is the first thing on the list? Aquator and Bat. Can I mark this position? Where am I? Yes, I can. Marked. Right, big red blob at the top. Let's see what we can do with it. So that would be Aquator. I think that's how they spell it. A-Q-U-A-T-O-R. Yeah, that's what I've got then. So we have Bats, Centaurs, Dragons. Let's get on with it. Let's have Bats. So this is the data filling that you're going to see from me today. Yeah, I'm doing it all for you. Centaur. Even though my typing skills are crap. Dragon. My data entry is very slow nowadays. E. What can we have for E? Emu, wasn't it? If you want to change any of these or put something that you think is funny into the game, this is your chance. Forever speak or no. Speak now or forever hold your what's-its. Have I got a drink? Community input would be appreciated if you're watching this on YouTube. Put it in comments below. I can always come back and change something, you know. Venus flytrap. That's why I didn't get F. Okay. Duh. And this is a griffin. We know what this one is. Hobgoblin. Yeah. Yeah. I did get it right, never mind. This is my demise, the ice monster. Forever killing me. About between level 5 and 8. I've got a J here. What do we do with J's? Jabberwocky, is it? Jabberwock. That's A-B-B-E-R-W-O-C-K. Bit of Monty Python for everybody. Good stuff. I am not having a Kestrel. I'm putting in the original. Sorry. I don't care what they thought at the time. And it is a true story. So we're having our kobold back. A leprechaun. Is that spelled right? Looks like it. A manticore. A N. Oh, it's not a manticore, it's a Medusa, nymph, and orc. Whoops. That's nasty. Nymphs are fun. And an orc is always an orc. Has to be in every game, that. What can we have for a P? Panic? Panic now, monster. If anybody gets that one. Phantom. I like that. That's a nice one, that. I don't like this one. They've called it a quaggan. It's actually a rust monster from D&D. And that means I spelt it differently. Q-U-A-G-G-A. Quagga. Right, we're down to the R's. Rattlesnakes, snake and trolls. Don't like rattlesnakes either. Rattlesnake. Normal snake to get you worried. And of course the troll. We always have to have a troll. Wouldn't be Lord of the Rings without it. Is that an Umber Hulk? No, an Ervile. That's a demon. Okay. A lesser demon, yeah, but it's still a demon. It's funny because vampire's going to be one of the races that I'm going to allow in the eventual game. Werewolves are going to be the other one. And humans. A Wraith, a Xerok, and a Yeti. Yeah, that's how I did it. Oh well. Oh, it's a Xerok, because it's made out of rock. Literally, R-O-C-K. And that's a Yeti. Good monster, that. And a zombie. For Z. Right, as you can see, there's your data. There's all your monster names. Done. We can do health status easily enough. That can go in here. So we are going to have this thingy for health status, at least. Here it is. So you are going to exist. For defaults. Alright, we've already got some error hanging around, so we'll keep that error. Here we go. Actually, we can take this back up to the top, can't we? And it's our I equals 64 jobby, isn't it? For U8 index equals 64, whilst index is less than 91, index plus plus, open brackets. And the first one we're going to have is health status. And that is, yeah, just health status, isn't it? Health status, index equals none. Okay, that's that one done. Next. Treasure equals 27 numbers, please. Okay. I will put my question mark back because I've accidentally taken it away. Alrighty, let's put the numbers in. 0, 0, 15, 100. You know what I've missed, don't you? The very first one. Starts off with 0 gold as well. What did it put down here? Health status, normal. Yeah, that's fine. It's default. That's okay. My bad. We nearly missed out on the player. There are 26. 27 is 9, isn't it? Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just need another 4, please, after that 100. 0, 0, 20, 0. Next. 0, 70, 0, 0. $40, 100, 15, 40, 100, 15, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 more zeros. 40, 100, 15, 4 zeros. 4 zeros. 50, 0, 20, 0. 50, 0, 20, 0. These are percentages. I've just realised. Just looking at them. Now I've put them into a table format, I know what they are. $20, 0, 35, 0. Percentage chance for monster to drop treasure. So the first one's 100 because you start with items. Oh, that's a bit of forward thinking. Am I going to make this game multiplayer? Damn right. Too damned right I am. It's not just going to be multiplayer either. It's going to be an internet browser, multiplayer game, chat with your friends, meet up, be social. That's what it's all about. Is the universe ready for this? I'm just so absolutely gobsmacked that it hasn't been done already. Everybody's done a little bit of it, but nobody's ever put them all together. No social media really has a good chat system. Like message boards of old, the old BSD boards. Instagram, is it Instagram? Yeah, it's just a BSD board that used to exist in like the 50s. 1950s. When the first Unix BSD boards were being created. That's how far we have improved our computer technology. We have progressed it back now to 1950. At 1995, it did a U-turn. Some of the biggest sites on the internet today were, the basis for them was created between 1950 and 1970. And that's all of the biggest sites on the internet today. All of them. The code may have changed, but they're still what they were. The visuals have changed, but they're still what they were. Still the same code. Beneath the surface, it's never changed. As we are going to prove, unfortunately. AI to use. How do we do this one? This is flags. I want to know what they are. I'll fill it in. think that's something I'll need to look up. Flags are easy to use. We've already used them in SDL when we set up the window. We wanted OpenGL, so we asked it for it. So that's that there. And I can tell you the first flag is 0. But I need an enum setting up for those. There we go, that's done. Oh god, I keep putting an E in. It's so annoying that I do that. Right, Will. $15. So it's 3+ level. Did I put that level in? No, I didn't. Because there's no levels in this game. But it is 3+ level. And that's Will. That's not going into the system. That's a conversion. $27. Got a problem. Oh no, I haven't. Oh, thank God for that. What is the player's will? 3+6. So he actually starts off as level 6 in this game. That's interesting. May as well do him. Conversion from D&D. There we go. Yeah. So the player's level is 6 plus 3, which equals 9. Yeah, that's his will starting point. We will have to set up a character sheet soon. It's getting big enough to be a character sheet now. I think once, because this is the last, no, it's not the last set of data, is it? Still got all the rest to do yet, but that's simple enough. So let's do it. What do we got? 5, 1, 4. 5, 1, 4. Interesting. I'm thinking max hit points equals the same. As will. Could do it that way if they were young dragons, I suppose. Anyway, sorry, just thoughts. I'll think about it more. 10, 1, 8. A dragon with 10 plus 3. Yeah, that's about right, actually. 10, 75% in it. 10, 1, 3. Two more, please. It isn't. It's 10, 1, 8. 13, 1. 8, 13. Let's just make sure I haven't done the first 9 completely off my top of my skull here. We have 5, 1, 4, 10, 1, 8, 13, 1. 5, 1, 4, 10, 1, 8, 13, 1. Yeah, we're okay. Next. Get that 13 back on screen, please. 1, 15, 1. Don't cast spells at the one with 15. But spells work differently in GURPS. It's effective dice rolls, so you have to actually measure how much you succeed by. And that affects the spell that's coming in. You can actually force your opponent into a critical fumble, which is quite nice. 1, 15, 1. Three, 8, 3, 1, 8, 3. It looks like it's about 9. Yep, last lot. Three, 8, 3. 1, 8, 3. 2, 1, 6. 7, 8, 5. 2, 1, 6, 7, 8, 5. God, I remember the days when I used to be converting the whole of the monster manual into GURPS. Oh, God. You don't have the computer programs you have today to do it all for you. Last 3, please. Ah. 742. So that's our surprise level stats, which will give us our will. That's a note. Right, base speed. Characters level 6. Max level is 13. It's a float. Base speed. There was an awful calculation from the D&D one into the GURPS. God knows, it was stupid because it was done on 60 feet, 120 feet, and movement speeds like that. What we're going to do instead is 4.25 is the base. You're level 6, so I'll make it 4.2. No, we have to make it 4.1 to get 4.25, don't we? And it's base speed index, sorry. Plus, open brackets, level index, multiplied by 0.01. Yeah. Don't think that's a big enough variation. One, 3. I'll go up to 4.32. Okay. I'm not worried about it yet. That one can be modified. That's more guesswork. And I need to see the GURPS conversion rules again before I can finalise that. And the GURPS conversion rules are under copyright, so I can't use them. Great. Well, let's go see what's next. Unit XP. Killing yourself, I think you should get 0. Is that fair enough? I'll just put 0 in for now. Hit points max. That's easy. Okay. Hit points max. Index. Equals 6, not 8, times a level. Index. Current health is something different. No, I've just put hit points current. No, that's wrong. Hit points max. Where's 6th level? Oh no. Equals 2.33. Actually, that'll come out pretty well. I'm going to have that. That's a good conversion for this game. Make sure it knows what we're doing. Tell it to do it properly. Hit points current. Index. Equals hit points max. Index. I've got one horrible feeling that we are going to get 6 times 2 is 12. Oh god, it isn't. It's 1.33. That's no good. I'm not doing it that way. We'll put a randomizer in there. Yeah, can leave that line. So we do have level, really. Level and max hit points will give us a dice roll. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'll give that one. Damage resistance. I've done that one, haven't I? Damage resistance. Blah de blah de blah. Here we go. Fill in data. That's for a note for me tonight. Damage resistance equals. I'll put in a 0 to do. I'm not going to sit through doing this all afternoon. Done some. To do fill in data. Okay. Dodge is level +3. Oh god, no. It is. Sugar. No, that's okay. That's fine. Whew. Just remembered how it works. We are fine with that on dodge. It's equal to will. So that's dodge. Index is equal to will. Index. That gives you the same physical and magical defenses. Again, can be managed differently. So, what have I missed out there? Damage resistance. Yeah, that's right. Attack skill is the same. Attack skill index. See, these can be boiled down now probably into one thing for simplicity. But we need the stats to make the other parts of the system work, I suppose. So your offense is the same as your defense. That's good. Makes for a balanced, self-balancing game. Special attack I can't do. That needs an enum. Oh, it's got an enum. So special attack and damage type. Okay. Ah, there we go. Damage melee. It's different. Can that be done on a level? It can, but that would get risky at level 4. What was our standard punch damage? It was -2, wasn't it? So there's 6 levels before you get to that. No. Don't like it. Unless you put a weapon up. Which we will be doing. Damage range. No idea. And shock. Is 0. Nice. Done it. That's all your stats. Right. So when we initialize, that's all we do. Monster data initialize. watching. Get rid of you lot. I'll finish off that data. I'm going to leave the question... No, I'll take the question mark out because I might be putting this up on GitHub. We're getting close. We are getting close to something good here. Monster data initialize. Now I said it's an initializer and we can do it in objects. Alright, so we need to initialize the data first before we can use it and abuse it. Initialize, monster initialize models. May as well go here. Ah, right, okay. Load monsters. We need it in here, don't we? Yeah. That's why. Good. That'll work now. What? Why do I need a monster ID? Oops. You don't need a monster ID. We've got a for next loop going on. It's initializing data, nothing else. Excellent. There we go. So we've just initialized all the data. What's that build? Oh, it's got massive holes all over the place, hasn't it so far? Alright, let's go back down here. Finish this code off now. And name is... Yeah, that's fine then. Okay. Fix that. In a second. Yeah, that's worked. Need to fix this. It's char star. Char star. It's not assignable. That's a string copy. So it's str. Tab. Source. Destination. Destination first. Source. Ow. Hello, Muppet. You can't all it. Yeah, hello. Do you want to come up here? Not cool. Where's my drinks? Oh, my drinks are here. What time is it? Oh, yes, I see what it is. You want me to take a break, do you, so you can have some food? I hate to tell you this, but the cat's asking me to take a break for a coffee. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's see if we can get at least some kind of music going here. Okay, let's give me 3 mins. Music courtesy of NCS 24/7, and currently it is Savannah Diviner's Philly K. Awesome music. Thank you to YouTube NCS. Very kind of them to provide 24/7 music free of charge with no copyright. That's just absolutely awesome. I take my hat off to them. That's exactly where I'm coming from. Nah, no charge. You should not have to pay for life. End of rant. Oh, coffee. Oh, wow, that's nice. Hell. Get good coffee around here. Here in the loony bin, I suppose. Treasure! Dee-dee-dee. I like that one. Dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee. Equals monsters AI to use. Equals monsters well. I'm glad we bothered to put that one in. Oh, it seems to know what I'm doing now. That's good news. Doesn't know about this one though. Ah, there it is. Points max. Hit points max. There it is, right there. But now you can see how easy it makes everything without using a database. A lot easier. A lot less code as well. We've got one wrong. Okay. Hit points current. I have a bad feeling about this. Ah, cheater. Good. Fantastic. Damage resistance is that one. Simple coding gets you a long, long way. Dodge. See, I've done a small a, small d's. This is what's the problem. Okay. Fine. So by the end of the night, we will have full monster stats, and we will be moving on to doing the items and equipment. I think we've got most of that done, if not all of it. Just needs moving over to different files, that's all. Oh well. And I need to clean up all these names for these functions, because I've messed them up. Typical. Absolutely typical Blades. Messed it all up. Damage range. Which is fine. So we're in cleanup now, are we? Yes, we are. Shock. There we go. Start here. Yeah, I didn't do them. You're probably asking yourself, why bother? It means that I can't use the variables correctly if I don't do this, because it's all case sensitive, which is why I'm using this snake case to make it readable. Ah, well. That's a lot of mistakes. Copy and paste for the win, huh? So now all the namings are wrong, which is always a good place to be, I suppose, at the end of the day. Just correcting simple parts. Can you guess what goes in these brackets, by the way? I think I can. And that's why these have to be uppercase. Because if you don't make them uppercase, it don't work. And if it don't work, it's now good. This could actually be a game called Patience. But I don't think it is, it's just me messing it all up. Ah, we're nearly at the end. Okay. Okay, didn't miss any. Nope. What, Pudding? Have you got big red lines going all the way across your screen? I have. Yeah. Do you not like your kibble? Something wrong with your kibble? Or is it because I haven't got any ice cream left? Probably the latter. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. Looking good. Damage resistance. Dodge. And attack skill. Special attack. Alright, we do have to do this cleanup after this part, because this is going to be added. Don't know why I did that. never mind. Damage melee, please. No. Damage ranged. That one. And damage melee, something or other, shock, thingy, stuff. There we go. All done. And we have still got errors, have we? Global variable monster stats is never used. Oh. Create the monster. Index. Ah. Right, so we set up everything in monster. Okay. Alright, you've got me Doofrid here. Je ne comprends pas. Okay, alright. So, monster stats and room contents. I'm not sure about room contents yet. I need to look at that one further. Okay. This doesn't look right. Something doesn't feel right here. I'll have that changed. This is wrong. I've done it all wrong. I'm using separated variables. It's only working because of the way we're using it. You don't need to declare that line. We've already declared it up the top. Our variables are wrong. Wow. At what point do we add it to combat stats? We don't. But we initialize it every time. That's correct. But we don't need to initialize it, do we? It's static. It already knows the size. This is where I've been having problems with the Valgrind. I think I've just worked it out. Why? So game object, we called it object. Game entities. Game entities, yeah. Position component, model component. I see what's going on here. Alright, let's get these done properly then. Okay. That becomes a component. So position component onwards, we haven't used them. Position component. Usages. Yeah, we did do it on that one. Alright, so that's position component. Model component. Model component, that's wrong. I think you might find it's that one. That's not the model component. That's your primary characteristics component. Wow, our model component was really being wrecked. Not really, doesn't really matter. Combat. Stats component. And this is monster stats component. Okay. Let's go to the other file and make sure I've got everything correct in here. That was careless of me. Nope. It's a... Why are we giving it a model component? Is this for the model? Yes, it is, isn't it? Oh, this one is actually model component. Oh, right, this is one that was correct. So that's why our models work. Oh, you little bless you. Alright, there's a load of do not disturbs on this one, isn't there? Never used, never used, never used, blah blah blah, never used, never used, never used, blah blah blah. Okay. So we've got a ton of stuff now that's not being used, which is good, I suppose. Suppose we can start doing these. Return monster name. And 0, please. Now what's wrong with you? Char star 16 from a function with result type char star. I knew it would give problems, that. I was trying to be nice to it. Seriously, I really was trying to be nice to it. There we go. It'll work now. Get rid of those red bits. Now what's wrong with you? Right, will you stop complaining now? Yes, you will. You beaut. You absolute beaut. Right, that's fixed up all that. What's this health status? Where is it? Oh, right. We didn't put the word monster in front of it. Okay. Fair enough. It came up for a second there. Oops. Oh. What happened there? Gosh, that was a good way of not making it very well. All I want is monster ID, copy, Control V. It works, no problem. Okay. Return. Treasure. Yes, folks, there is absolutely nothing to this. Why are all of these things here? Oh, right. Oh, they're incomplete functions. That's what it's telling me. Got no returns. So we have to add all of these now. AI. That one. So the little yellow marks will start vanishing on the right hand side now. Which is always good. We don't like the little yellow marks. We've got 22 of them. Let's start getting rid of them, shall we? 17 of them are all this lot. Base speed. Yeah, I bet you've never done anything like this in programming before, have you? Unit XP. This is called a database. Yeah, this is all databases do. We're on max, aren't we? Yeah. They hold data and they send it out to whoever wants it. And that's all they do. Which is why I don't use external databases, because it's easy to write your own. Might not be exactly exciting to write your own, but it's definitely easier and faster. Than using an external one. You're turning milliseconds into nanoseconds by doing this, to be honest with you. Oh, got 1 error and 14. Oh, it's going down good. Attack skill. Wow. We did return well, yes, we did. What do we want? Special attack. How's about that one? Coming to the end of them now. Return monster damage. Type. Damage. Melee. Awesome. And damage ranged. I must admit, this really has been a complete show of simplicity for programming. You start asking yourselves, why don't they do it like this today? Shock. Because it isn't complicated enough, is the answer. Right, we've got 5 left. Global variable damage ranged is never used on 84. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Okay, that's that one. Function monsters add to room is never used. Correct. The value is never used on 239. Okay. Get rid of that. Never used. And 257. Get rid of that. Lovely. Two functions are never used, which we know about because we can't see our monsters. Everything but the data is added. I did put a to-do up there, didn't I? Yeah, I've got me to-dos. So I'll do those tonight. That will complete this file. And that will be everything to do with monsters. Done. Just like that. And I think that's pretty efficient. I mean, currently, for the whole of the game, for monsters, we've used, with my typing going down screen, and I haven't put my returns in here, oops, we're on like 340 lines. It's about 100 lines of code, knowing me. Right. So that's set up to be done. All right. We were doing the Dungeon 11 thingy, wasn't we? Dungeon level. We had initialize, new level, dungeon level cleanup. That's finished. Yeah. I agree with that. So, as I've got a note there and we're on a green tick, let's void the warranty. You shouldn't have a return type at all, ever, on that kind of code. Just no reason for it. What you should have is that. That's what you should have. I'm sorry to say, but it's the truth. So I'll make that happen. And we can clean this file up as well whilst we're here. Why is void cleanup looking wrong. And what's going on with that? Don't see it. Ah, do see it. Good. That tells me that we should really be tidying this up, so that I can read what the hell's going on. Doesn't change it much, I know. There we go. That's it. Done. Complete. We have one not being used. Well, it's about to be used because that's in objects. Again, everything goes back to game objects at the moment for some reason. No, you're not going to tell us. So you're not, you're in main. Okay. Ah. There it is. Get rid of all of that. And suddenly, you can join that lot. So object initialize, game items initialize, dungeon level initialize, dungeon level new. That is now dungeon level. That's it. That's the changes there. Green tick. I'm happy. Right, let's find the rest that I've cocked up. What have I got missing now? Bugger all. Interesting. We're on 4 o'clock, we've got an hour left, and our build finished. So we can start setting everything else up, can't we? Oh, there's no monsters now, is there? But it'll still try and render one. I wonder, what will it do? It should crash. Yeah, that's exactly what I would say. Absolutely, 100%. You can't run it because we can't display it. Let's see where the crash is. Yeah. That's an interesting place to crash, though. I think I should read STR copy. Let's do that now then. Oops. Get out of the way, you. We've got a termination thread there. So let's have a look at STR copy. I've done well on that. It's in string, isn't it? No? It's an offshoot of... No, it's that one there. Okay. Char star destination, const char star source. There you go. Our source is not const char star. Ah, yeah, plonk. Not that one. Control B. No, you're not exactly const, mate. There we go. That'll do you. I agree. If they want it to be constant, I shall make it constant for them. How's about that? Is that just kindness? Alrighty. Oh, it hasn't updated. That's fine. That'll be updated in the next update. That's fine. Build. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can build it. I've got warnings. Alright. Built-in mem set. 108 bytes into a region. That's correct. But those are the only two that you're actually saying are iffy. Oh, I see. I think it's because we're not starting at 0. I think we're upsetting the indexing built-in mem set. But it should be out for everything. Okay. Right, this is just a straight initialization that I've done. You see, those two values are 0. What it's saying is we don't need to set them. But how do I trust it that it's 0 already? Built-in mem set. Okay. Not that I don't trust the compiler. BU. Ah, got it wrong. Come on. Built in memset. No results. Okay, let's just try memset. Sets the first num bytes of the block of memory pointed by PTR to the specified value, interpreted as an unsigned char. Memset void PTR value and size. So what it's saying is health status. It wants us to memset health status. To what? $91. So I have that. Out here. So the string will be you. You're the pointer. Status none is 0. I know that for a fact. It's saying character. Ah. That's where it's going wrong then. What is health status? It's an actual enum, so it's a uint. So it's not a character at all, it's a 0. Number 91. 90. But it's character. That's what's getting me. It says first number of local pointer to the specified value interpreted as an unsigned char. Can we not? Why would it interpret it as an unsigned char? What is on that char table? I don't know. Don't care. That's what it's asking us to do. There. And the same for shock. int c 0, comma, size 90. Let's see if that works better. Okay, that should get rid of those two. It worked. That's interesting. That's unbelievable. Build all debug. Yep, you've done a debug on me, so that's a Shift F10. Let's crash it. Yes, good. Thank you. No, build. Rebuild all in debug. Thank you. Run the debug build. Please crash at the right place this time. Ah, goody, it's back to there. That's alright then. Phew, I thought I cocked it up then for a minute. That's alright. I'm fine. Sigseg V, segmentation fault. Object ID on 66. Oh. Yeah. Right. It's not complaining about that. It's complaining about object 65 and the last thing that we did on it. Yeah. That's because we didn't have the data. Look, half the data's damn well missing. Yeah. So yeah, I need the data putting in. That's what that's saying. Sorry, mate, you ain't got the data to put in here. Oh, I do love C. I love C because it'll run all the way up to the point where you're programming, and it won't complain about a damn thing until it realizes you haven't finished. Right, so I'm going to make a quick copy of that. Now, do you peeps want a copy? Say in chat now if you do. VCS commit. What's this now? It's first compile with full monster file, full stop, return data to be entered. There we go. That's where I'm up to. I think that's the largest part done. So I will not let you suffer any more of this. I'll let you get off and do whatever you want. I'm going to close this stream down and go and do some data entry, I suppose. That's what I got to do to get this, and then I'll try and get this to run properly. Room contents. Why did I want room contents? Down to 1. Oh. Down to green. Okay, looking good. So I think this file is complete for the time because we still have to take all of this rubbish out. Each one of these is its own file. I don't know why we'd want them in here. But, yeah, because I've got one wrong already. Up here at the top. It's not rings. This is the problem. This data, I'm not sure whether I want to keep it here or not. This is where it landed. Yeah, drop. So our drop percentages, that's not item value. Item value is the drop percentage on everything else. And weapons don't even have a drop percentage. Ah. So I've got to find those as well. So these two. Oh, yeah, I've already put it in here. But I think we are running out of to-dos on this file. So that's not too bad. So I'm going to finish that data first. I'm not going to get distracted. I'm going to go back to monsters. And I'm going to do monsters.c, and I'm going to complete this file properly with all the data. What was happening was, yeah, no data. I've got to get these in a. I've got to decide which order to put these in. That's all I've got to do. Write an enum, which I can put directly above it, and we can go from there. And this is going to be monster AI. We're in monsters, aren't we? Monsters underscore AI underscore normal. And it's a comma. And then it's monsters AI underscore count. So I've just got to work a few of those out. Normal equals 0. There we go. I don't know what order to put them in, so that's one of the things I've got to do. What we've got above here. We've got the names. Health status we've got. Treasure we've got. Monster AI we are getting next. Levels, yeah. To do filling data. No, I've just got the data sheet to copy off down here. Wherever it's gone. This data sheet. So you just put your question mark there, and we'll do those. I think I'll do those first, and I'll do the ones next. Right, let's fill in this stuff. Okay, thank you very much for joining us today. Hope you've learned something, that computer programming isn't all glamour and glory. It's just basically number crunching, I suppose. I'm not sure. I love it, but there you go. I like the simple style programming more than what's going to happen soon. Well, it's already starting to happen with the code, so we'll see how that goes. Take care and have fun. Right, I've got the correct mouse and button. Take care all.